No matter how old you are, it is important to think about retirement. I know this is something that can be very boring for people who are young, who have all the time to work and make all the money. But the reality is that from all the people who I have spoken to and talked to about retirement, one of the things that they say is that it comes by quickly. And I always say something: what is the point of going through the same path that these people have gone through, only to realize that you haven't planned, even though they want you? So that is why I'm making this video again, to share exactly the lessons that I've gathered. Even though I don't have plans to retire anytime soon, the goal is to be prepared and be well prepared for it. So if you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks for clicking on this one. So let's talk about some simple numbers that I would like to just share with you. And I've taken the time to kind of prepare this. So I hardly bring this board out because I use it personally, but sometimes when I want to explain some things, I try to bring it out. And let's see, these are just some numbers here. Maybe I can get that in frame. I might need to do that. All right, let's see if we can get it out. All right, something like that. All right, so what I have here is pretty much what I think, you know, an average person who isn't making a lot of money but is making just enough to, you know, do the basic things. And honestly, if you're making more than minimum wage, you are not broke per se. Hopefully you're not, but at least you're making something. I don't know where I'm going with that, but the point here is, this is a 45-year-old person that wants to retire in 10 years. So that means the person will be 55. Okay. When they want to retire, even though that is very optimistic. I mean, 55 years old isn't bad to retire, don't get me wrong, but the point here is, let's just assume that this person wants to retire in 10 years. Now, the person currently makes $70,000 per year. $70,000 isn't a lot of money, but it is something that can definitely help you towards retirement. And the person estimates that when they retire, okay, they will need about half of that, okay, in retirement. And when I say half of this is after taxes. So whatever they take out in their taxes, after everything is all said and done. By the way, we're looking at after tax numbers here. So 70,000 after taxes, retirement number, half of that after taxes. So all these numbers are the net income, if that makes sense. Now, as an immigrant, one of the things that we fail to account for is, most of the time, a lot of people who I've spoken to who are immigrants are generally people who plan to either go back to their country or spend some time abroad and spend half of that of the other time in their home country. So in this case, I just did Naira because I'm from Nigeria, so I just use Naira. If I converted this at the current exchange rate, it comes out to be about 49 million Naira. Okay, $35,000 comes about 49 million Naira, which if you divide that by 12, it comes out to be about 4.1 million Naira per month. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. So now the question now is, how can we prepare ourselves to earn this amount of money in dollars? Of course, depending if you're in the UK, use pounds. If you are in Canada, use the dollars for Canada, right? Things like that. But these are just US numbers here, Naira in Nigeria Naira. But if you are from other country, use your currency and do these numbers by yourself. So we have $35,000 at an interest rate of 6%. So pretty much, if you have this money, if you have a lump sum of money invested in any account, how much you want to earn about, and your goal is to earn about 6% every year. Okay. So the point here is, we are working backwards. All right. We are working backwards to figure out what this number will be. So in this case, this is telling us that if we need this amount of money, all right, which will be equivalent of this amount in Naira, all right, this money, assuming we earn 6% on the basket of money that we've put together, how much would that be? So pretty much we divide the $35,000 per year divided by 6% gives us $583,000 that we need to have invested to earn 6% on that every year. which will give us $35,000, which is also equivalent to about 49 million naira at this current time. So this is how we work backwards. We need to know how much we will need and do those conversions as I've just shown at 6%. Now, here are the things that you need to understand. 6% is very, very moderate. Okay, the stock market last year returned around 16 to 17%. 2 years ago, it returned about 23%. The year before that was about 24%. And let's even go back in history, right? It's average around, up until now, around 10%. If you see some numbers out there, they'll say 8%. So the point here is using 6% is very, very moderate expectation. The hope is that we can even exceed that amount of money, which means your $35,000 is very moderate, assuming that is what you are targeting. So the next question now is, how do we put that $583,000 saved? How do we do that? Well, it shows that we need to start investing today, right? It means that if you haven't started investing, you need to start as soon as you can, because the sooner you can, the less money you would have to put out. But to make this a little bit easier and make it something that we can all get to understand better, I just went on what do you call it here, use this AI thing here. Let me share that with you so that you can see this as well. And I just went on there to ask, how much do I need to save? Bear with me. That is there. Let me move this here. All right, so the question here is to reach $583,000 in 10 years, the monthly amount you need to save depends heavily on your annual rate of return. Okay, so at an average 6%, at a average 6% annual return, approximately you need to save this amount of money per month, $3,500 to $3,600 per month. At a 10% annual return, you need to save this amount of money. Remember, we are trying to get to this value in 10 years, which means that if you are looking to get to this in 20 years, because you are much younger, right? Remember the scenario we started with. We started with just somebody who is 45 years old who wants to retire in 10 years. Let's assume that this person wants to retire at the age 65. That means they'll still have 20 years. Let's assume that this person is 35 and the person wants to retire at 65. That means the person has 30 years, right? And it goes on like that. So depending on your age, you need to factor that in. So if we look at this, right, what we see here is at an average annual return of 10%, the person needs to put away $2,800 to $2,900 per month. And it sounds like a lot. It is a lot, okay? That is the truth. But here's something that I want you to think about. This person is currently making, remember the example I gave, this person is currently making, let's see here, 70,000 net, okay? So that means after all the taxes is taken out, all their deductions are taken out, this person is getting this amount of money, right? So what we need to do is to figure out how much of this can this person save per year, right? How much can they save per year? And the goal is not to save every dime that comes in, because you need to survive, you need to pay bills, you need to do all the stuff. And back to this here, right? We need to save $2,800 per month. So we need to break this down. How much of this can come from that 70,000? And I think, realistically speaking, my thought process on this is, let's assume that this person can save about 12,000 per year, which means the person will be left with 58,000, right, to really spend, okay, because they have chosen to save $12,000 of their money. So that means the person is willing to save $1,000 every single month. So if they get paid twice, the person is saving $500 per paycheck, right? I think that is something fair to expect. The next thing is, this amount drops down to about $1,800. The next thing is, how can we come up with that money? If we're using 6% annual return, the number drops down to $2,500. The next question is, how can we come out with a difference that we need to save? And this is where we need to think about skills that we can acquire or things that can help us to earn more money. And there's something I've always shared. You see, when it comes to reaching your goals, sometimes you need to be willing to do whatever it takes. And if that means doing Uber, doing Lyft, whatever it takes, you have to be willing to do it. And I'm not saying things that I don't do. I'm not preaching things I don't do, if that makes sense. I've shared on here on this channel how I did Lyft or Uber to make extra money. And that is not something that I am ashamed to say, because it is helping me to reach the goal that I want to reach. And as long as I can reach that goal, I do not care. As long as it's something legal and I can stand up and say that I did, then I'm willing to do that. Hence the reason why we need to look at these numbers backward and find a way to reach those numbers. Now remember, the reason why this seems like a lot is because we're trying to reach that goal in 10 years. And it's going to take a lot. It has to be, you have to do a lot of work to reach those numbers, right? No doubt. But assuming you have 20 years, okay, if we change this to 20 years, you'd see that it becomes something that is more manageable. And let me show it to you, because I've done this so many times. I look at this so many times. Look at this, all right? In 20 years, assuming the person is going to retire at 65, or they are 35, they're going to retire at 55, right? They still have 20 years to work and save. It becomes, even if you use 10%, the person only needs about $780 per month. If you are looking at a 5% return, right, you only need $1,365. So if you can save $1,000 from your $70,000, right, save $1,000 every month, and you only need to just make up another $365, right, like it's here, per month. So you've saved $1,000, you only need $365 left to make up. Literally, you can hit this number and even double that number by just doing Uber, or by doing Lyft, or by doing DoorDash, or whatever you can do, right? Whatever you believe you can do, you need to be willing to hit that number. And the goal here is, when you put that money aside, you are stashing it away in a safe investment, ETFs that we talk about on this channel, mutual funds that we talk about on this channel, and things like that, in order for you to reach your goal. Remember, opportunities will come. The time is there, hopefully, and you can work to achieve your goals. Just thought to share this. If you found value in this one, don't forget to check out my next video, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'd love to see you in a future one.